The government thinks that you are stupid. They've been preparing a very clever illusion. They've been pulling one for the last 100 years, but they're preparing a very clever illusion right now. And I'm going to give you the illusion, and I'm going to give you a solution. The government has orchestrated everything that is happening right now. They've pitted your anger, your disgust, but most of all, your power towards Wall Street. Wall Street is nothing but a collective that is capitalized on a system that has a severe flaw. How can we righteously blame them when we ourselves are always looking to capitalize and find loopholes in the system? Wall Street is not to blame. In the last few years, our government has made sure that we see Wall Street as the problem. They charged themselves off and took no responsibility for the flaw in the system that Wall Street capitalized from. They decided to reform Wall Street while ignoring the big hole in the system. Wall Street is going to get the biggest slap on the wrist that they've ever gotten, but the hole in the system is still going to exist. A new Wall Street will emerge with a different name, in a different industry, in a different form. A new bubble will burst, and then it's going to be business as usual. The central banking system is still going to exist, and it's going to be stronger than ever. We have in this country the most in-your-face, obvious Ponzi scheme going on, and it amazes me that you're not focused on that. Focus is important because, unfortunately, you are not the 99%. You are a fraction of 1%. You're marching on Wall Street. 99% of the country is not on Wall Street. You are a much more conscious and fearless group. One goal needs to be seen because the media is communicating to the true 99%. And when they look at you, they don't see any uniformity. They see picket signs that are all over the place, just expressing how unhappy and disgusted people are. They're communicating to everyone else that there's no focus. And they're giving meaning to the 99%, whatever meaning they choose. You need to understand the game that's being played. And more importantly, you need to understand your position in that game. At the same time that you're on Wall Street, fighting for what you believe in, the president is creating the same illusion that he's fighting just like that in the White House. That he's fighting Republicans. You know how stupid the Republicans look. A whole bunch of ignorant, irrational, racist people that the president just can't happen to overcome. It's sort of unrealistic. Do you honestly believe that such a fucking freak show is genuinely unfolding within government? It's all a show. They own the networks. If such dysfunction was really happening, they wouldn't televise it. I'd like to see Ron Paul. Let me see Ron Paul, please. These other people in these primaries, it's got to be a show. There's no way these people can put these personas out there to millions of people and sacrifice their dignity to look like total assholes. This can't be real. And I don't believe it is real. The president proposes a jobs bill. So we're given the illusion that the president is fighting with people that are not even on his level of thinking to push a jobs bill through that the whole country wants. Everybody wants jobs. We have the illusion that he's trying to get the rich to pay their fair share of taxes. You've got to be kidding me. You already know what the extremely wealthy do with their money. They keep it in assets that cannot be taxed. They keep it overseas. They buy gold. They buy silver, which are assets that you don't pay capital gains tax on, but you become filthy rich from. They do things with their money that we will never even know about. I call them the stealthy wealthy. Pushing that bill through is only going to give the public the illusion that something has happened in their favor. But they can never prove it. because nobody's ever seen a billionaire's money. It's not going to do anything. And the jobs bill is nothing more than a stack of papers I see in the president's hand when he's talking shit. But here's my prediction. You're going to keep the protests going, and the days and nights are going to get colder. You're going to gain more media sympathy, and the president, who's fighting oh so hard, just like you, is going to pass the jobs bill. And then he's going to pass the fairer tax illusion, and then whatever other bullshit they want to throw in the pie to sweeten it up. The country is going to feel like they won. We're going to eat it all up. The root of all of our problems is the central banking system. You have to focus. Make the public see the root of the problem. When there is no obvious unified focus being shown, the media is going to create one. And the 99% at home, the true 99%ers, they're going to buy it because they bought everything else for the last 100 years. How do you think we got to this point? Unity equals power, and it's no secret. Cops wear uniforms. Wall Street has uniforms. The government and the military are all uniformed. Develop uniformity. 100 picket signs just blabbing out your emotions isn't nearly as strong as 100 picket signs directed at the central banking system. I appreciate exactly what you're doing all over the country, and you're speaking fearlessly from your hearts. The true 99%ers are not going to act unless they see a uniformed idea from you, the people that are fearless, the people that are in the fight. You have to understand how you're being portrayed and how you're being looked at. But most importantly, what's expected of you. Because if you step up into that area, you have taken on a responsibility. And if you really love your country and you really want change, focus. I'm going to leave you with a quote from Thomas Jefferson. This was over 200 years ago. This man had this foresight. I believe that the banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, then by deflation, the banks and the corporations that will grow up around the banks will deprive the people of all property until their children wake up homeless on the continent of their fathers conquered. That quote should be your focus, and nothing else. Be loud about it. And I'm not just talking shit. I live in Brooklyn. I'll see you guys in a few hours down there. Fear not.